Halo Sobat Sua, Pak Rahadi ketemu Bu Rini. Apa kabar hari ini? Semoga sehat selalu dan selamat datang di podcast Sua Sapa. Mari bersua, saling menyapa. Pada episode kali ini kita akan membahas bagaimana bahayanya mikroplastik di bahan makanan yang sering kita temui sehari-hari. Entah itu kentang, padi, atau juga jagung. Penasaran dengan selengkapnya? Mari kita simak podcastnya. Baik, selamat sore Pak Roy dan juga Bu Syasma. Good afternoon, Bu Syasma. Thank you for the time being here. And today we're gonna talk about the microplastic, especially in the potato. And I'm gonna start with the first question for Pak Roy. Nah, Pak Roy bisa diceritakan nggak sih Pak, bagaimana sih awal kolaborasi dari Pak Roy dengan Bu Syasma atau dari Universitas Muhammadiyah Malang dengan Peshawar University of Agriculture, Pakistan?
Oke, jadi yang pertama kami melakukan penelitian ini kenapa di kentang? Karena kami ingin suatu keterbaruan begitu. Penelitian mikroplastik di kentang ini hanya baru dilaporkan oleh 3 peneliti. Yang satu di Cina, yang kedua di Turki, yang ketiga di India begitu. Sehingga itulah yang menjadikan alasan kami untuk meneliti. How about you?
First of all, I'm thankful to you and your team for inviting me. And from this floor, because maybe I don't get such type of floor again. First of all, I want to extend my heartful thanks to the rector, University of Muhammadiyah Malang, Professor Fozan, and to the Wakil Rector 1. Professor Shamsul Arifin, Head of the Department of Agriculture, Professor Lily, and to my supervisor, because they have taken each and every step to make my stay at University of Muhammadiyah Malang safe, sound and happier. So I'm really thankful to all of them. And please. And secondly, about my research, I'm doing here postdoctoral research for 6 months. And considering my experiments, I am having 2 major experiments and 2 minor experiments. Considering my 2 major experiments, my first experiment is in vitro evaluation of cookies enriched with coffee cherry flour and their effect on the biochemical changes of experimental animal, and that is the rat. I am doing this because coffee cherry flour is when you are taking the coffee beans, the whatever pulp and the waste is left is a pollution. So if we are using it, and it's very high in antioxidant and iron and other macro and micronutrients, so if we make a flour of it, it will be very healthy addition to the food of community, and on the other side we will lessen the pollution. My second experiment is the impact of microplastic pollution on potato cultivation, in vitro study and bioremediation. This my second experiment is I'm using taking potato as a crop, and I'm using organic manure. The treatment is also inorganic manure, and on the bioremediation side I'm using earthworm and consortia of microorganisms to lessen, or they will eat or take up that microplastic. So this is my second experiment. With these 2, I am doing 2 minor experiments. One minor experiment is that we know that in Malang, 4 areas are providing us potatoes. The Sumarbrantus, Huchan, Laten and Nadas. From these 4, because now our experiment has made us clear that potatoes are contaminated. So from these 4 areas, we have taken potato seed, potato production, their water, their organic manure, each and every sample we have taken, and I am doing work in the laboratory. I am doing laboratory analysis to find out the number of microplastic, the type of microplastic, the color of microplastic and abundance of microplastic. Because color, abundance, each and everything has an impact on contamination. This was one minor experiment. And the other minor experiment, if I know that now potato is contamination. It means your other crops, or in the Indonesia, other crops may be contaminated. So we have extended this to rice. We have different varieties of rice and maize at the moment, and we are extending our work of microplastic contamination on rice and maize, and we are checking and doing lab experiment to to check whether they are microplastic contaminated, which type of microplastic, which color, and how much the abundance. So this is all my certain experiments I'm doing here in Indonesia, or University of Muhammadiyah Malang. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And beforehand, Pak Roy has mentioned that you are doing this on especially potato because it has novelty, because no one like really talk about that. And I'm aware that microplastic has been, you know, like a big issue nowadays. But I wonder, like, why are you interested in microplastic research, and how do you come up with potato as the research subject?
Okay. If you look into the Google Scholar, you will search it. Microplastic is a burning issue, and it is very big environmental, you can say environmental pollution and contamination, because other waste you can decompose them into different components, beneficial components. But microplastic, you cannot decompose it into beneficial. This is a big fragment. This will be smaller, but the hazardous elements will remain the same. So because on the water so much work is done, I am an agriculturist, I am an agronomist. So agronomy is related to the food crops. Therefore, we have selected potato as a food crop, and not only potato, we are also working at the moment on maize and also on the rice. And we are trying to extend our work to the peanuts, mung bean, we are trying to extend. And also, if you are talking about, because we are taking food and it is contaminated, and if we are taking this, with the passage of time, we are having problem. There are so much health issues are related with this. So if you are talking why I have selected potato, so I'm agronomist, I'm related to the crops, and this, so I have potato I have taken. And why I have taken plastic, so before that I am working on the different type of stresses, salinity stress, temperature stress, organic manures. So I came up with that issue, that plastic is a contamination, and it is in our soil, and it is not getting dissolved or degraded. So we have taken it up as a research activity.
Yes, thank you. And Pak Roy, kan tadi Bu Sasma sudah menjelaskan bahwa kentang itu menjadi komoditas utama di beberapa daerah di Malang Raya. Dan kentang itu kan juga menjadi komoditas di banyak daerah lain ya Pak ya. Dan jadi kentang yang diambil itu di daerah mana aja sih Pak, dan kenapa?
Iya. Jadi saya menegaskan lagi di dalam acara ini bahwa sebenarnya kami berdua, dan saya yakin banyak teman di UMM prihatin begitu ya. Prihatinnya karena kontaminasi ini mulai di benih begitu ya, di bibit begitu. Padahal kita lihat di sini kita memproduksi benih yang dikategorikan benih sehat begitu. Tapi begitu di lapang itu terkontaminasi mikroplastik gitu. Dan kontaminasinya itu tidak hanya pada benih begitu. Kemudian langsung ke produksi, kemudian juga ke keripik kentang. Ini yang paling bahaya itu. Kami sudah mengambil contoh di beberapa toko secara acak di Batu, itu keripik kentang terkontaminasi mikroplastik. Bahkan keripik kentang yang diproduksi oleh suatu perusahaan besar di Indonesia dan tersebar di seluruh Indonesia itu mengandung mikroplastik yang cukup besar. Karena apa? Karena keripik kentang itu disuplai dari kentang dari, saya sebut saja dari Kecamatan Ngantang begitu. Ini bahayanya. Ya. Saya akan uraikan sedikit bahayanya. Kentang atau mikroplastik itu tidak nampak oleh mata begitu ya. oleh mata kita biasa tidak nampak, unless begitu ya. Jadi karena tidak nampak maka berbahaya. Berbahayanya antara lain mikroplastik itu dalam tanda petik ditunggangi oleh logam-logam berat begitu ya. Kemudian dimakan oleh anak-anak kita, oleh cucu kita. Mikroplastiknya sendiri keluar melalui BAB, tapi logam beratnya itu menyebar ke seluruh tubuh. Ini bahaya ini. Dan yang paling lebih drastis lagi, kami melakukan penelitian pada tanaman padi, pada tanaman jagung, pada tanaman kacang-kacangan. Itu terkontaminasi semua. Sehingga benar-benar ini sebetulnya keadaan darurat begitu untuk kontaminasi mikroplastik ini demi generasi yang akan datang begitu. Makasih.
Baik Pak, sangat menarik sekali Pak pembahasannya, dan sebelum kita akhirnya nanti ke dampak, boleh kita bahas dulu bahwa berarti sudah dari hulu sampai hilir itu sudah sangat
terkontaminasi semua.
Bukan hanya benih ya, barangkali tanahnya, proses pemupukan dan seterusnya ya Pak ya.
Iya. Jadi pengamatan kami itu sumber pencemaran itu yang terbesar adalah fiber begitu, mikroplastiknya. Jadi mikroplastik itu ada beberapa kategori, ada filamen, fiber, film dan lain-lain. Tapi yang terbesar adalah fiber begitu. Tadi Bu Sakma sudah menerangkan bahwa fiber ini terdapat di di kentang, mulai dari bibit, di air, bahkan di air hujan di Kota Batu. Kami sudah menampung air hujan dan ada itu. Sumber mata air yang mengalir ke kebun benih di tempat penelitian itu juga terkontaminasi. Sumbernya ada satu, adalah fiber. Apabila tadi saya katakan fiber itu adalah sebetulnya dari sabun mandi kita, ya, dari alat-alat make up, ya, dari pakaian, ya, itu sumber utamanya. Dari semua cemaran masyarakat penduduk itu mengalir ke lahan. Lahan itu ditanami kentang, akhirnya kentangnya terkontaminasi, begitu. Di samping itu fiber, di samping lagi yang lain, filamen, adalah karena kentang itu menggunakan mulsa plastik.
Iya, Pak ya.
Menggunakan polybag. Pembibitan itu semua menggunakan plastik. Dan itu plastik karena cuaca, karena sinar matahari, dan lain-lain, terpecah-pecah menjadi remah-remah, dan remah-remah itu yang masuk ke dalam kentang, masuk ke dalam padi, masuk ke dalam jagung. Gitu.
Berarti harusnya sudah kita tuh menggaungkan darurat mikroplastik ya Pak ya?
Iya. Dan please Bu Sakma, you tell about our research in FIFO with the mice.
Yeah. My major second experiment was, one experiment we have done it, cultivation of potato in Puchan. And our second part was that, in vivo study was, we have taken potatoes and we blend it with the microplastic concentration, 300 microgram and 600 microgram. And one potato was without any microplastic. We had given these concentration to the mouse, and this was our 1 month experiment. But believe me that after second week, the highest concentration, that is not very high, 600 microgram, the mouse gone to be dying day by day because of that. So microplastic, because it's damaged the liver, it creates oxidative stress. So this, because we were not we were really surprised because of the results, and they were really striking results. So if this is like that, Same can be happen with us, because with the passage of time, it is in our body accumulating translocation, and then it can lead to be different type of diseases, it can be carcinogenic.
Yeah, that's very very surprising for
Yeah,
me. Like
actually.
we can die anytime soon
Yeah.
because
This
of
is
the
the-
microplastics.
Seperti tadi saya katakan, ini bahaya yang tersembunyi. Ya. Tidak bahayanya apabila kentang terkena bakteri atau mikrobia kita bisa nampak, membusuk, tidak kita makan. Tapi ini tidak tampak di depan mata. Dan dampaknya itu tidak sebulan, 2 bulan, tapi beberapa tahun yang akan datang. Dia karena akumulasi logam berat dan lain-lain di dalam tubuh, terutama tadi keripik kentang dimakan oleh anak-anak kita, dimakan oleh cucu-cucu kita, begitu. Ini yang bahaya tersembunyi, begitu.
Iya, iya. Dan kalau yang ada bilang potato organik gitu, apakah menjamin tidak ada mikroplastik ya
So
Pak?
organic fertilizer is infected with the microplastic, because when we have visited a place where they are making organic manure from the residues, but the residue have plastic elements. So striking was that they were taking it to the dump to make it microplastic. They are adding up chemicals and they are leaving it one month, whole the component. And when after 1 month the manure is made, at that time they are separating the big microplastic. So what do you think about the very minute particles of microplastic? They are in there.
Yeah.
So why not, before taking it to the process of making the manure, you should separate it or sort out the plastic. Separate all the plastic and dangerous elements, and then take whatever left is to make whatever residue is left, to take it to the place of making it organic manure. It will be safe then. Otherwise, if you, after finishing all the process, and you at last stage you are separating the plastic debris, so the smaller particles are in it and they are contaminated the manure.
Yeah.
So my suggestion was, sort it out or clean it before taking all the residue to make it the manure.
Yeah.
Please finish, sort out, remove the plastic, and then take it to the next step of making it organic manure.
Okay. And I was wondering, like, Bu Shasma, the microplastic you find in the potato indeed was caused by many factors, as Pak Roy said before. And is environment considered as one of the factor or not, or any other factors?
Well, considering if you are talking about microplastic pollution, it is man-made pollution. Our unjudicious practices making the microplastic contamination higher and higher. When you are talking about environment just do, because I have told you that this is a big plastic, and just the ultraviolet radiation or mechanical or wind make it smaller and smaller. And when you are making it smaller, its hazard got increased, because smaller particles are more hazardous. It spread easily. So environment has that much role, because it is making it because of the ultraviolet radiation, because of the wind, because of the mechanical aberration with the things, the big particles are going to be smaller and smaller. And when they are gone smaller particles, it is creating more hazard as compared to the big particles. So this is the issue, that we cannot decompose it, we cannot just to small and smaller fragment.
Yeah, we have to live with it.
Yeah, that's the point. We
So
have to take measures how to live with it.
Kita
Because
tidak
early
bisa-
morning till late night you are using plastic things.
Yeah.
Ya, kita tidak bisa menghindari 100% saat ini penggunaan plastik, begitu. Ya, ini yang harus kita pikirkan bersama, dan sebetulnya pekerjaan rumah kita bersama ini, begitu. Tidak hanya bisa dilakukan oleh 1, 2 atau 1 universitas, tapi harus menyeluruh ini, gerakan ini, begitu. Ya. Sebetulnya mudah sekali, bukan mudah ya, sebetulnya jalan untuk itu kita sudah diajarkan mulai kecil, yang dinamakan penerapan 3R, begitu ya. Iya. Sekarang malah orang Indonesia itu demikian pandainya 3R itu dijabarkan lebih lanjut menjadi 6R begitu ya. Reduce, recycling, refuse. Hanya itu sebetulnya yang harus kita lakukan. Dan itu harus diajarkan kepada mulai dari dini, kepada semua kalangan. Mulai dari anak-anak kecil sampai dengan para petani yang menanam kentang itu. Contoh, mulsa plastik boleh dipakai. Tidak dianjurkan jangan gunakan mulsa plastik. Boleh dipakai. Tapi setelah panen digulung. Jangan dibiarkan di lahan sampai dengan rusak. Polybag boleh dipakai begitu. Tapi setelah waktu akan tanam, tanamannya yang dipindah ke lahan, polybagnya diambil. Sekarang dengan polybagnya ditanam sekali ke lapang. Itu. Dan kami, Pusakma, sekarang menerapkan karena kami tidak mungkin menghindari 100% penggunaan plastik, apa yang harus kita lakukan? Kami melakukan penelitian dan kami berharap banyak teman-teman yang membantu penelitian ini tentang antara lain bioremediasi, begitu. Bagaimana mengupayakan agensia untuk meminimalisasi mikroplastik tadi. Hanya itu sebetulnya. Begitu.
Baik Pak Roy. Nah, saya sebagai seorang ibu kan juga khawatir ya Pak ya, bagaimana in the long run kita menggunakan bahan-bahan ini yang tercemar mikroplastik, dan bagaimana sih Pak cara kita sebagai masyarakat awam untuk membedakan mana kentang yang sehat, mana kentang yang tercemar, atau bahkan nanti bagaimana padi yang tercemar, jagung yang tercemar oleh mikroplastik itu seperti apa ya Pak ya?
Tentang apanya Ibu?
Tentang bagaimana kita membedakan mana yang sehat, mana yang tercemar mikroplastik.
Ya, itu tadi seperti saya katakan, yang paling benar sebetulnya 3R itu kita yang terapkan ya. Antara lain, contoh yang paling simple, apabila kita pilih baju, mohon kalau bisa pilih baju yang katun atau yang plastik atau yang sintetis seratnya itu minimal. Ya memang sekarang sulit cari baju katun ya. Iya. Tapi kalau kita pakai nylon, kita pakai spandex, kita pakai semua bahan sintetis, itu yang terjadi. Fiber cucian itu menyebar kemana-mana begitu. Ya. Contoh yang lain, kita di kamar mandi dan lain-lain ada tulisan jangan buang popok, jangan buang apa namanya. Pokoknya untuk pembalut wanita. Tapi tidak dibuang di dalam situ, dibuangnya di kali, dibuangnya di tempat-tempat sampah. Itu yang padahal itu semua adalah mikroplastik nanti jadinya. Kita minum kopi, minum teh, kita kan selalu pakai kemasan itu, kantong teh, kantong plastik. Padahal itu adalah dicampur dengan air panas, jadilah mikroplastik. Dan itu teh kita minum, kopi kita minum dengan saset itu. Itulah. Jadi tadi seperti tadi, reuse. Jangan gunakan lagi hal-hal serupa itu. Rethinking. Berpikir lagi kalau akan menggunakan. Itu prinsipnya yang utama saya rasa. Jadi kita tidak akan mungkin bisa menghindari dari plastik sekarang. Yang penting tadi penerapannya.
Jadi memang kita mencegah gitu ya Pak ya.
Pesan kami.
Iya, oke. Bu Sasma, maybe you want to add, like I was asking about how can we differentiate between the potato that is healthy and the one with contaminated microplastic?
Okay, at the moment you cannot do by seeing or by visually you cannot differentiate that it is contaminated with microplastic or it is not contaminated. Under a very strong microscope, you can identify that it have fibers or filament or fragments. Maybe with the passage of time, if this contamination got very high, then when we can see the shriveled weak potatoes and very healthy potatoes. We can, but at the moment you cannot differentiate. You can just by doing certain lab analysis, you can differentiate that this is infected with plastic and this is not infected with plastic.
Okay, maybe right now there isn't like any single cases with microplastic in the human being, like, but what's gonna happen if we eat continuously or drink something with microplastic?
Okay. Now the thing is, from early morning till late night, we are using plastic things, plastic bottles, the food in plastic boxes, then Pampers, poly bags, plastic bags, then the tea bags, cigarettes, the casing, then you can say the synthetic clothes by washing, even the cosmetics having microbeads. This all the time we are using. But at that moment, the accumulation is not at the level that is harming you, but inflammation. If you got skin allergy or something, this is because of maybe because of the synthetic element in your clothes. Then with the plastic, the issue is that it itself hazardous because it contains bisphenol A and phthalates, and also it has the capacity to absorb heavy metals. So plastic, if we are taking up, or if animals are taking up plastic, so itself we are taking hazardous elements of this plastic, and also they are the vector of giving us or adding up heavy metals in our body. So heavy metals is a problem, also is a problem. So you can have oxidative stress, because oxidative stress means the cell got problem, the enzyme is not working problem, and other thing is there may be a sharp edges of the plastic, so it hits and it injured the cell wall. Okay, so if you are taking up if animals and we are taking microplastic with the food and with the other elements, because inhalation, digestion and dermal contact, these are the three ways that we are taking up microplastic. So it can badly affect us. It can have an oxidative stress, it can cause cancer, it can lead to many obesity, many other diseases.
Okay.
With the passage of accumulation, we can be prone to many diseases.
Like, I was thinking, like, maybe right now we have diabetes, we have hypertension.
Maybe the chances, maybe the
We
direct
have
or
plastic
indirect
disease.
relation, maybe the plastic.
Yeah.
Because all the time we are using plastic. At the moment we are using the plastic water bottles, the water in the plastic bottles. We are using, for easiness, we are using the sachet, tea sachet. So they are adding up, and maybe the problem we are having, the health issues, maybe they are directly or indirectly related to the plastic.
Tapi saya optimis, Mbak, kita bisa mengatasi masalah ini, begitu ya. Di UMM ada beberapa pakar yang bisa mengatasi ini bersama-sama. UMM memiliki seorang profesor yang bidangnya tentang mikrobiologi. Saya yakin beliau pasti akan membantu untuk mengatasi bioremediasi ini. UMM juga punya profesor yang penelitiannya banyak tentang bioplastik. Kami yakin suatu saat UMM akan bisa mengatasi masalah ini, menciptakan bioplastik untuk menggantikan plastik-plastik konvensional yang saat ini tersedia di pasar, begitu.
Karena sekarang juga banyak kantong-kantong plastik yang dibuat dari singkong seperti itu ya Pak ya. Dan jadi itu juga merupakan salah satu cara bagaimana kita bisa menyelesaikan masalah ini ya Pak ya, selain dengan pencegahan tadi seperti itu. Okay. And if Bu Sasma, do you have any solution for this microplastic issues?
Well, there are certain, you can say, we can have certain ways to reduce, because I can say that you cannot finish it at the moment. We have to live with it wisely. We humans have to use plastic wisely. Like we are using one-time plastic, the plastic bottles, the plastic containers.
Yes.
We have to reduce that. Secondly, biodegradable plastic bags. By using biodegradable bags, we can lessen the plastic contamination. The third is bioremediation. There are number of bacteria, alga, fungus, even the earthworm can be used as bioremediation agent. And the other one is phytoremediation. You can use it bioabsorbents. So these are the certain techniques by which, by using them, you can reduce the
wisely using it. Our means daily routine, we can change it so we can reduce this pollution.
Okay. And Sasma dan juga Pak Roy, when doing this research, did you find any trouble?
Please,
Well, first of all, I'm very happy here. Each and every facility is made available to me. The first problem I'm facing is the language problem, because here the medium of education is not English, so I'm facing too much problem while communication. Sometimes I don't get understand. So this is first problem
which I faced. Otherwise, here people are very giving you respect. They are very caring. No, not any other problem I have faced. And during research, if you are talking about research, sometime we have faced because our experiment got delayed because of we are not having laboratory results in time. Because if we are giving a sample to test it, a potato sample or something, we are giving cookies to test it, they are giving us 3 weeks to 1 month. That we will get simple results. So because of that delay, will make a vacuum, will create a vacuum to go forward. So now we are doing most of the quality analysis, we are doing it by ourselves in the lab, because we have to go forward and we have to finish it in the given time. That is, and secondly, we are facing a little bit of because the funds allocation to these projects is not according to the demand of that experiments. So because of that limited fund allocation, we are facing a little bit problem. Whenever we are doing something, we think about it, that how we can do in this way or this way, how we can save money. So this is a little bit fund issue, I'm saying, and also the delay of the results, such type of a little bit issues make our way longer.
Okay, and lastly, before we close these talks, any suggestion and hope for in general or the specific in the microplastic, and also like for research in the bigger picture of UMM and also Indonesia?
Okay, my suggestion will be, I wish that English should be included as a subject at different levels of education, because here quality research is very good. Labs are good, facilities are available, educated and well-trained teachers and technicians are available. So publications can be of very impact. We can do it, and here the teachers and students can do impact factor publications, because they have very quality research, but you have to explain it in a good English.
Yes.
So if good English is included in it, so the publication from Y or journal, it can be in the W and X category. This is a one little suggestion which I feel a little bit. And second thing is that I don't feel that here is any problem in the labs or something, because we are facing a little bit problem because we are using students with us in the research, but they have even technicians have to do their other activities. They are busy with other professors. Students, whenever they free, they join us, because they have to take classes, practicals, and they have their other activities. So because when I'm talking about our potato experiment, it was not only the agronomic experiment, it was also you can say it animal side experiment. So if the funds were properly allocated, the facilities were properly, although they are available, more facilities you have, you can do a very good research here. And considering Malang and Indonesia, I really enjoyed my trip here. I'm really enjoying my research at UMM, because teachers are very good, they are very helping, technicians are very helping. In the lab, whenever I need chemical or any facility is available, my supervisor is all the time available to help me. Even in my Rasunawa, where I'm living, each and every facility is available. If I need anything, they try their level best to make it available. So I'm really enjoying it here. The environment is very good as compared to Pakistan. So I am enjoying here my trip very well. There are so much good places. The culture is very rich. So if you say it in a summarized way, very good. Research, university, here the environment, each and everything is very good. There is a little bit weaknesses is everywhere. If they can be coped, you can make progress at a very high level. So it's a little bit I want to share.
Yes, thank you. I'm very glad that you enjoy
Thank you.
your
So
time
nice of you.
here, and it was nice to meet you. And I hope that we can meet again.
Inshallah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Any other words you want to say, like closing statement or anything dari Pak Roy mungkin? Ada yang ingin disampaikan lagi?
Tadi, seperti saya ingin katakan, kita punya banyak ahli dalam hal ini. Ayo mari kita sama-sama bekerja sama mengatasi masalah ini. Gitu. Satu hal yang menurut saya yang jadi problem adalah keterbatasan dana, begitu ya. Sehingga kalau dana dipecah-pecah, makin kecil, dan kita tidak akan peroleh sesuatu yang besar. Kalau kita bergabung, mungkin dana itu bisa digabung, sehingga kita sama-sama bisa melakukan penelitian ini bersama-sama. Itu yang saya harapkan, kita benar-benar melakukan penelitian gabungan. Sebagai contoh, sekarang saya dengan Bu Sakma, saya dengan universitas lain, begitu, bekerja sama. Tapi di dalam UMM sendiri, sehingga kita juga membentuk kelompok kerjasama itu. Gitu. Pertama. Terus yang kedua, prioritas begitu ya. Yang saya ingin tekan, yang saya ingin mohonkan. Prioritas yang mana yang didahulukan? Ya memang sulit. Sulitnya tadi, budget terbatas dibagi banyak orang begitu. Kalau ini diprioritaskan skala-skalanya, mungkin tahun ini apa, tahun ini apa, tahun ini apa, dananya relatif lebih besar, sehingga kita dapat melakukan penelitian dengan lebih baik, begitu. Itu, Pak. Makasih.
Terima kasih banyak Pak Roy.
I thank you for you, Bu Sakma, to help
No, sir, it was
our
my job.
research.
No, sir.
Bu Sasma, anything you want to say?
These are the last word, and really I'm saying them with my heart. Here the people are very good. They always welcome you with a smile. I haven't seen from so many months I'm here, I haven't seen anybody fighting or very harsh, using harsh word. So this really make me happy over here and making my stay here comfortable. Even the teachers, each and everyone, wherever I have visited, they always welcome me. So I wish, I'm thankful from this forum. I want to say my wholehearted thanks to each and every member of Indonesia I met, because I visited different research institute, different universities. So I really want to say you thank you from my whole heart, especially also to my supervisor, because you have, each and every member has always tried to help me and sort out my problem, solve my problem, and to make me at an ease and comfort. So thank you Indonesia, thank you each and every member of Indonesia. And I wish to come again.
Yes, please. Thank you so much,
Thank
Bu Sasma dan Pak Roy. Terima kasih banyak. Dan kita akhiri kegiatan ini. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Nah, teman-teman, kita udah simak nih bagaimana bahayanya mikroplastik di dalam kehidupan kita. Jadi, dengan kita udah tahu bahayanya, bagaimana kita sebagai manusia bisa mengurangi penggunaan plastik di sekitar kita dengan 3R. Reduce, Reuse, Recycle. Sampai jumpa di episode Sapa berikutnya. See you!